Okay, let's do a little coding here. It's probably going to be a little messy. So the first thing that we have to code here is coronary artery disease. And you can start with disease, you can start with coronary. It'll get you the same path. So we're going to just start with coronary artery disease. It doesn't give you anything other than that in the physical examination. It just is telling you it's coronary artery disease. So if there's nothing else, then we're just going to put unspecified. Again, it doesn't tell you anything else other than that, so it's unspecified. Again, unspecified. We don't want to code those because it didn't tell us any of that. There was no procedures done. So the first code is I-25.10. The next one is going to be the obesity. So, obesity. And there it is. And then there's really a whole lot of details that go into this, but they're really not in the chart. Now, it does have the exact wordage that is in the charting. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that. This is an 87-year-old man, so he's an adult. Now, this is where it kind of threw me. It wants the BMI. There is no BMI on here. So I don't know how you would really continue to keep charting if, you don't know what the BMI is. Now, I looked up, what they would consider, obese. And it was in the 30s. Starting out, and of course it goes up. So I'm going to go ahead and just choose that. It doesn't say anything about dietary counseling or any procedures done. Now, it gives me an E66.09. It's other obesity due to excess calories. Now, the answer is actually E66.01. So if I direct code that, it's E66.01. It says that is morbid severe obesity due to excessive calories. Okay. Now, if we're coding according to the documentation here, and that's not what it says. So either way, it's the right answer. Not quite sure how we get to that, but that's what it is. So on to the next one. Now the next one is degenerative joint disease involving multiple joints. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to enter in joint. And there's joint right there. Spell specific condition because none of those are what I'm looking for. I'm going to go ahead and put in degenerative. Degenerative. There we go. And now none of these are what I need, so spell other degeneration. Well, joint disease, okay. I'm probably taking the long route there, but I'm thinking I'll probably get there. So it also says that it's involving multiple joints, and right here it does say multiple joints. I'll go ahead and choose that. None of these actually really fit what we're charting. It's basically just multiple joints. So I'm just going to put that. That information is unspecified, so I don't know anything about that. I'm going to choose not to code anything else. So the next code is M15.9. And see, I don't like using this coding system because I like it when it puts the points in there. I mean, yeah, we're supposed to know where they go, but you know, when you're doing stuff, it's just I like it to have it nice and clean and neat. And to me, this isn't. It just feels like there's too many rooms for error when it comes to that. But that's just me. So on to the next one. Okay, the next one is history of congestive heart failure. So we are going to put. It says history. Thinking we should be able to do that. I mean, even if I'm wrong, I'm just going to take the long way. Personal history. Yeah, nothing. Nothing there fits heart failure, so we're going to spell what that is. Failure. No, I don't see that. So let's just start off with congestive. Oh gosh, it's right there. Look at that. Right off the bat. It doesn't specify what kind of heart failure, if it's right heart, systolic, and so we're just going to say unspecified. Again, we don't have if it's not in the documentation, then we can't, assume what it is. So unspecified. Nope, doesn't say anything about that. Doesn't say anything about that. And we're done. We just want the heart failure. Okay, so it gives me a few of them here. Heart failure, unspecified. And that's actually what we have. We have a history of heart failure, but it's not specified. There's no specifics. So the next code is 150.9. Okay, next one's atrial fibrillation. So let's go ahead and put fibrillation. There we are. Atrial. Perfect. That's going to be one of those easy ones, I'm hoping. It does not specify any specifics for it. Doesn't say anything about anticoagulants and no procedures. So the next one is 148.91. Next one is history of myocardial infarction. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with history, not hit. History, personal history, and I'm going to take a look here. Oh, look at that, myocardial infarction, old. It is an old one. There is no details about it. No tobacco use noted, no procedures done. So our next code is I-25.2. Okay, so this one looks like the assessment is a gait disorder. When you look up at the observation, it says ataxic gait. So I'm going to go ahead and type in gait. Gait and weight, gait abnormalities. And right here it actually says ataxic gait. Okay. Oh, perfect. Ataxic gait, R26.0. And you can see where I got that wrong because I didn't enter the points because I was just typing in what I found. I think I was just so happy that I was actually getting them right, but I ended up getting them wrong. So, on to the next one. Alright, the next one we have is spondylosis. Oops. Be very careful about spelling on here. Perfect, it's right there. So what are the specifics on there? It's the cervical region, and peripheral neuropathy. Now I like these because they really can kind of help you when you hover over them, tell you the details on this stuff. So I'm just looking to see if there's anything that's noted here. Peripheral neuropathy. Yeah, I don't see anything. Now, I had coded it a specific way, but the code that's actually correct right down here is with the myelopathy there. So I'm not sure why that is. Let's see, I think I chose other. And then it says the region that's specified, it's cervical. There were no procedures done. So that is why I came up with the M47.892, which is wrong. The actual code that was right is the M47.812, which is without myelopathy. It just says, I mean, it says it's without that stuff, but with the code that I had actually coded the other spondylosis cervical region, I feel it's the same thing, but I guess it's not. So this is your right one, M47.812. So we're going to go ahead and do the peripheral neuropathy. So N-E-U-R-O-P-A, okay, neuropathy. And it is peripheral neuropathy. There it is. It doesn't specify in the charting here if it's anything. Yeah, it doesn't say what it would be related to there. So, looks like the next one is the polyneuropathy unspecified, G6 2.9. And I'm not sure why I coded these. I don't know what those are. I'd have to look them up right now, but at least you can see where I got them wrong. And kind of going along my thinking trail here on why I coded the way I coded. So we've got hyperlipidemia. Oh, must have typed something in wrong. Hyperlip. There we go. Hyperlipidemia. And then it doesn't say exactly what type here is unspecified within the documentation. Nope. No procedures. Now see, that's not right. I wonder which answer I had done. I did the E78.5, so I did get it right. Where did I mess up at? So we can actually go back, which is quite nice. See, okay. So it's hyperlipidemia. Other unspecified. Other specified. Yeah, it doesn't say where the, oh, I must have hit with unspecified, but it's unspecified. Other. There we go. That's more like it. So E78.5 is the code there. The next one is coronary artery disease. And we did this one, I think, before. Coronary artery disease. It just says coronary artery disease, so unspecified, unspecified, unspecified. I do not wish to code anymore. It is all unspecified, no procedures done. So the code is I25.10. And the next one is cerebrovascular disease. So we are going to start typing that in hopefully correctly. And there it is.